Hello, my dear Piscean friends. This is Maxine Taylor, America's first licensed astrologer, and I have your beautiful astrological forecast for May. First, though, I have an announcement I'm very excited about making. Um, Many of you have been asking me, when are you going to write a new book? Well, here it is. My newest book, Hidden Messages in Your Birth Chart. This is an update of a book I wrote many years ago called Hidden Messages. It was published by the American Federation of Astrologers. Um, I have been passionate about helping people look at their childhood programming, release it, and rewrite it for decades. Um, I have studied it very carefully as an astrologer because I realized that it is visible in the birth chart. You can read the hidden messages, the overt and covert messages are just sitting there waiting for you to read them. And so this is an update of that book. I've learned a lot over the past couple of decades, and I've included it in the new book, along with uh, some of the old staples that I've used for years, such as the sun as daddy and the moon as mommy. Okay. I hope you enjoy this. If you are a student of astrology or a practicing astrologer, this will add depth to your readings. And some of you I know are also very interested in programming. And hopefully, this book will validate what you already know. That's another perk. Now, a lot of you have written books, but you haven't known what to do with them, how to get them out there. Years ago, with my very first book, I had to navigate my way through myself. Um, and this was pre-computers. Computers make it easier. Um, and what I've done is I've used one wonderful person that I discovered. And a lot of you have asked me, who do you use? You maybe have written a book, maybe you haven't even started writing it, but the person I work with can help you from start, literally putting pen to paper or sitting at your computer, to getting it edited, formatted, and published on Amazon. She can also help you get to bestseller status very quickly. Her name is Denise Cassino, Cassino, and her website is bestsellerservices.com. I think you will find her incredibly, wonderfully easy to work with. She makes it so simple. She carries you step by step, hand in hand. Um, and she creates a program for you. This is not cookie cutter. This is not one style fits all. I think you'll find her incredibly helpful, easy to work with, and she not only delivers, she over delivers, which is why I have turned to her every time I've written a book, and now I'm getting ready to do a whole bunch of books. So she is the one I will be working with. I hope you enjoy working with her too. All right, now let's look at your gorgeous forecast, shall we? All right. Well, look at all this activity right here. Starting with the sun, the yellow planet, that's the center of our life. It's the giver of life. It is light. It is sitting in and has been sitting in your third house of communication. This is talking, communicating, short distance travel. The third house deals with ideas. And you in particular, I ask, have you written a book? Are you thinking about it? What I just mentioned earlier might be very helpful to you. On the 20th of May, the sun moves into your fourth house of home, family, and real estate. Will you be spending more time with family? Are you thinking of selling your house? Are you thinking of renovating your house? So it goes from ideas to home and family. Now, Venus, the pink planet, love, beauty, money. With Venus in your third house, you see everything is beautiful. And you know, Pisces, you are the dreamer of the zodiac. You are the one who is divinely inspired. Are you a musician? Have you written music? See what I'm saying? Venus inspires you. Venus is love. Venus in the third house brings beautiful ideas. It's been there for a while. On the 8th, it's going to move into your fourth house. So it's going to go before the sun. And you're going to love your family. You're going to enjoy being at home. And that's another time I'm saying, are you renovating the house to sell it? And last but not least, Mercury, the blue planet. I kind of put it in the circle, this little circle. Mercury is what we think about and talk about. In the third house, which is what the house it normally rules, you are so thinking and so talking and sharing ideas and bored. And so you got to be on the move. You've got to communicate. Well, on the third, it beats out even Venus and it moves into your fourth house of home, family, and real estate. And whatever you think about grows because that's what you put your attention on. Now, remember that Mercury is going to go retrograde at the end of the month on the 29th. And we're not going to start any new projects when that happens. Prior to that, it will be in the shadow of the retrograde, starting the 15th. It's going to feel at that time as if Mercury is already retrograde. It's not, but it feels that way. So Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. And this is why we are confused so often. Makes sense, doesn't it? So Mercury moves into the fourth house of home, family, real estate. On the 8th, it moves into the shadow of the retrograde on the 15th. And on the 29th, it just, boom, it stops and goes retrograde. In June, it goes direct. We'll talk about that next month. And on July 7th, it comes out of the shadow of the retrograde. So from May 15th till July 7th, if you can avoid starting new projects, you'll find that they succeed much better than if you start a new project while Mercury is sure enough retrograde and possibly in the shadow of the retrograde. And I say possibly because it is not officially retrograde when it's in the shadow. But boy, if you start new projects, there's just too much confusion involved with them. Okay, Mars, the red planet, passion, energy in the fifth house of fun and games. All kinds of fun and games. It rules children too. It rules your social life. You're ready to party. You're ready to have fun, 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 fun. Do it. Now, your children will come first to themselves, and therefore you're going to have to put them first. Even if they're mature adults. Sorry about that. That's just how it works. And you need to save time for yourself to have fun. Did I mention fun more than 4 times? Because this says party. Now, we have a new moon on May 11th. On the new moon, energy starts moving forward. That means on the 9th, you may be don't have that much energy. 2 days later, this third house comes alive and you've got great ideas. The new moon is in 21 degrees of Taurus. Look in your birth chart and find 21 Taurus. Combine it with this information on the third house, and you have the whole picture. However, I've saved the best for last. We have a full moon on May 26th. It's not just any full moon, it is a total lunar eclipse. When we have an eclipse, it is a double whammy. On the full moon, everything comes to a head and goes pop. This eclipse is in your 10th house of career and leadership, and you move to the top with this particular eclipse. Now, we feel the effects of an eclipse at least a week before it occurs, a week to 2 weeks. Eclipses occur in pairs. We'll have another one in June. We'll talk about it in June. And these eclipses are with us till the next pair come along. Sometimes we have eclipses in threes also. But it's with us until the next pair come along, but they're strongest 3 to 4 months after they occur. We'll talk about that 3 to 4 months from now. Okay? So this full moon says, I'm moving to the top. I'm taking the lead, and I encourage you to do that. I don't care what the date is, because this is going to be with us for a while. And so find 5 degrees of Sagittarius in your birth chart, and you have the whole picture about this dynamite eclipse. And so that is your forecast for May. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you'll join me again in June, when once again I take a look at your forecast. Excuse me, we are pollinated here in Atlanta. Till June, my wish for you is this: may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.